Oh, sure, you can start the session, sir.
I started.
Yes, sure.
Right? Okay. So now I want to install Python. So if I want to install the Python, I need to download the Python, right? So Python 3.7.0 download. You have to download the Python from the 3.7.0 Python website. Okay. This is the python.org is the website. From here you can download. Right. At the last you have option called executable installer. Download it. I already given my Python version also. After download the Python, you have to install the Python. Okay, na? So the download is completed. Now I'm going to double click on the Python 3.7.0. Is it visible? Right. Now need to add a Python path directly. Okay, if you install the Java, we need to go to the advanced variables. Okay, there we need to set the path. But coming to the Python, directly it will set the path to the command prompt. Nothing but advanced variables. So install. Click on install. Just S. Okay, next close it. So Python installed successfully. Go to the command prompt and check. Type Python. That's it. Which version we are using? Python 3.7.0. If you want to exit from the Python shell, you just type the exit method. Okay. Now we are going to work with the Django web applications, right? So for that, we need to install the Django. Okay. How we are going to install Django? Pip first, let's check how many predefined libraries are there in Python. You know how many predefined libraries? Only two. There's a pip and setup tools. Now I'm going to install Django, pip install Django. Okay, equal to 2.1.7 installing. Okay. Right, done. Now you can check the pip list. Django 2.1.7. Right? So Django got installed. Now, so last class we have an application. I'm going to run that application. Okay. And what is the password we have used in Python? Django application. So here I want to run the Django application, banking application. How should I run the Django application? The Django project. Okay. So open the command prompt with the manage location. So here type py manage.py run server. Run server. Okay. So you have a see here. What is the message? Module not found error. What is the module name? py-mysql. Py-mysql we didn't install. Right? Need to install py-mysql also. For that, open the command prompt again. Pip install pip install py mysql because py mysql, if you want to connect to the mysql database, okay, we need this library, py-mysql library, successfully installed py-mysql 1.0.2 version. Now again, we'll try to run it and py manage.py run server. Okay, got it. Next to copy URL and what is the view name? What is the view name we have given? Index.html / index.html. This is the application which we have created in the last class. This one only, no? Okay. Now, how many modules are there here? 3 modules, 2 modules. 2 modules. User admin, I already told you, who performs some operations is called as a module. Any operation performed by the home? No. Only one operation, only two modules are there. Admin, user module and the admin module. So now when I click the user module and I'm trying to sign up. Okay. And here I want to sign up. Some delicious some when you click the register, button, have you implemented the backend code, ma? No, right? Okay. Yes or no? Yes, we implemented reg action. And so what is the message? Error message? Unknown database. Unknown database. What is the database name? Aurora_Python. I'm going to create Aurora_Python. Where should I create? Which database we are using? MySQL. This is the MySQL GUI. Already told you. Right? MySQL GUI. Okay. Now, here I want to create PyMySQL. Oh, sorry. Database name. Got it? Database created. Now, next we'll try to execute. Which type of? Register. Now, see here again. We expected one exception. That is, what is that exception? The table. What is the table? Student table does not exist. Where the student table is existed in Aurora_Python. Have we created any tables? Just now we created Aurora_Python database, but not table. Okay, now. So that's what it's saying. The table does not exist in Aurora_Python. So need to create the table also. What are the fields we are going to store in the database? Here you can check. Banking and users, right? The users. You need to check with the IDLE or else. So these are the values, right? Name, email, mobile address, gender, language, location, and the username and password. Okay. Which table? What is the table here? Student table. So I need to create the student table here. Right click on the tables, create. Now create a first for IDE, integer, primary key, not null, auto increment. Next column name. Next column name, email, mobile address, right? Let's take the name, varchar name. Next, email, again varchar mobile, varchar address, varchar mobile. Varchar can store any type of data, ma. Okay. Gender, don't talk. What happened? Varchar. Next to languages, right? Languages. Next, tell me. Uh, Gender, location, language, location, username, password. So language created, location. Next, username, password. What is the table name? Student. Student. Do you want to add more tables? No, I don't want to add more tables. Okay, here I want to store the data from the presentation layer. Nothing but front end layer. Okay. This is the front end layer. From here, I want to store the data into the database. My database name is Aurora underscore Python. There I have created one table, that is the student. In the student table, I want to store my details. What is the message? Registration successful. So here you can check. Right? So the ID which you have given now, so this is auto incremented. It is auto incremented. Got it? How many records you can, n number of users can able to register with our application? Now, tell me your name. Teja, right? Teja at gmail.com. Gender, TJ. Registration successful. Now the Teja's ID is 2. Then now I'm going to log in. After this, I'm going to log in. So what is the username and password? Login. Okay. So welcome to user home page. Okay. So this is the login. So how we are going to perform this login, ma? So you can see you can check the code also. See here, this is the login page. And first to each and every request is moving to project to URLs, right? URLs page. Here, okay, when I click the login URL name is user.html. So this all templates, where we have created templates, here is the templates, right? Completely gone, huh? Practice cheyatle. When I click the users, this is the login. When I click the users, it is calling user.html. This user.html request is sent to users urls.py, which is available in the project. The project name is banking. The application name is user. Okay. So here these two names are matching. If these two names are matching, now this request is again moving to the views. The view name is user login. Again, where is the views? Here is the views, user login. Where is the user login? See, this is the user login. If these two are matching, then the request is again forward to the user.html, which is available in the users. This users is available in the templates. Got it? Here is the templates, users, user login.html. Now we are getting the user login page. So as I told you, every request, first request is moving to urls.py, which is available in the project. From the urls.py, again the request is moving to views.py. From the views.py, next we are getting response as a template. Right? If you want to call the template, or if you want to perform any operation like registration action or nothing like user login action. Okay? So that is based on the request which you are sending from the views. See here, you can observe the views once again. See here, if these two names are matching, so I'm sending the request back to the url.html page. Now url.html page will open. Or else I want to perform the registration action. I'm accessing all the values and nothing but getting all the values from the registration page. Registration.html page we have now. This is the HTML page. Registration.html page. This is the HTML page. Got it? So here I have created these many fields. Okay. Name, email, mobile, address, your gender and language, and the next location, next to username and the password. Okay. Now when I click the submit button, submit value, the submit name is what? Register, but type is what? Submit. Okay. Now the button name is register, the type is submit. When I click the submit button, this total form data is moving to reg action. So now moving to reg action. This request again moving to send to which page? Every request sent to urls.py. So what is the request name? reg action. Now check the reg action in the URLs. You have a reg action. If these two are matching, then next the request again sent to the views. The view name is reg action. So to reg action, I am sending this total form data. So that is the reason. So I am accessing all the data. Nothing but we are getting the records or attributes from the .html first, register.html. Okay. So after getting all these values, I'm using the PDBC. As I told you, PDBC first step is import the module. Second step is connection establishment. Third step is cursor creating. Fourth step is executing queries. I'm going to execute the query. Okay. Into student table. The student table is available in the Aurora Python. Just now I created Aurora Python. If this query executed successfully, now I value becomes 1. That is the reason I'm condition checking. If I is greater than 0, nothing but the data stores into the database. Okay, now the data stores into the database. The next to which message you want to display? The registration successful message you want to display, and this message is adding to the data. This total is a context. This context I am sending to register.html page. You know, which you are sending the message also you are sending to a registration.html page. When if I value is satisfied, nothing but if block is satisfied, else the registration failed. Now the send the this message to the register.html. Now check the register.html. So here where I want to display that message here. Here I want to display the message. This is which type of code, ma? This is Jinja code. Jinja code. Okay. So here I want to display the content which is assigned to the data in views. Got it? Next operation, login operation. You can see this is the login operation. And when I enter the username and the password, okay, again this request is moving to the urls.py. From the url.py, next views, the request is sent to the views. In the views, we are getting the username and the password. The views, we are getting username and the password, right? Username, password. Again, I'm connecting to the database and creating the object to execute the query. And I'm going to execute. What I want to execute? Select start from student where the username is available in table. The table username and user entered username. Okay, table username, user entered username matching. And along with the username, we have to match the password also. If these two conditions are satisfied, now the data will be stored into the, I'm getting that the data, fetch one, I'm getting that record, only the matching record. Okay, now, so I'm storing into the data. Okay, if I'm saying what I'm checking, if the data is not none, nothing but it is not null. If it is not null, now send the response back to user home.html. Send the response to user home.html. Else, if it is none, nothing but if it is null, now else block will execute. What is the message I'm assigning to the data? Login failed, assigning to the data, and this is the context. And this context is moving to user.html page. There I am displaying in the Jinja format, whether it is success or fail. That is a page we have created. Here I'm going to use ABC and 1, 2, 3. So there is no user, ABC user, even though I'm trying to log in as ABC. So now I'm getting the message because of the Jinja, because of context message which I added. Got it? Next to my requirement is when I log in with my username password, when I use my username password, and now I am entering to my user home, but I want to display that respected user who is logged in. Okay, so if Kishan logged in, the same message. If Teja logged in, the same message. What is the message? Successful and welcome to the user home. It should not be like that. It should display the logged in username. Okay, now who is going to log in with our application? That respective username has to display on the user home page. Welcome to Teja. Welcome to Kishan. As I told you, each and every account, okay, every person can create their own account. Okay, now, so we are going to split the accounts based on one unique parameter. We are not at all creating the separate pages for all the users. Facebook having the millions of people. Okay, millions of people are there, but millions of pages are not there. Only one page act like the different types of accounts. Okay, now what is the page name here? What is the page name? User home.html. This is what I want to display. This is the page we are displaying here. This is the page. What is the content here? This is the only thing. Welcome to user home and user HTML. If I log out, you go to the user document. But this page act like the different accounts. Okay, na? For that, what we are going to do is, so I'm keeping this value inside the session. There is a concept called the session. Session is a concept. It is a like storage area for the some particular time. Okay, na? It will sometimes you may see like a session expired. Okay, so we have seen such kind of applications also, right? Session expired. If you keep the that application 5 minutes or 10 minutes ideally without using, ideal. Okay, so then you will get the message like session expired. Because of what? Because of the session management. Okay, the session means it contains some value for the particular time, some specified time. Okay, now based on the session management, so the page will act like a different accounts. Okay, so I'm going to use here session. Where is the page? Where is the views? This is the views, right? So here I'm going to write the session dot copy from others. Request dot session. Okay, so what I want to keep the value in the session? Username. What is the username is assigned to the so now use assigned to the user. Now I'm keeping the username to the session value. What is the session value? User is the session value. Okay, if you want to execute this project, you in use of the spaces in indentation. Okay. So here, where is views? This is the views. So open it. Okay. Here you can see uh, something we missed here. Now keep the value in the session, right? So now you can write the you can run the project. So where is the project? This is our project now. I'm going to run this project. What is the syntax to run the project? Py manage.py run server. Now inconsistency. What is the reason? Not only, no? Okay. We'll request dot session of user equal to you. That's it. Now run it. So here we can create one more file, that is the run.py file. Every time I need to open command prompt, I need to type py manage.py run server. Okay, now instead of that, so what I'm doing is I'm creating the run.bat file. Okay, so this is the bat file. We need to change the properties like views. So directly from here, now what is the extension here? What type of file it is? Text document. It should not be text document. It should be batch file. Now we can directly change what file? Batch file now. Okay. Now you can see here now. New text document run dot bat. Remove the text document extension and give bat. That's it. Do you want to change the extension? Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to open with some edit with notepad, and here what I want to write? Py manage dot py run server. Okay, now after that a pass. That's it. Just double click on it. That's it. Got my point? Double click on it. That's it. No need to open command prompt. No need to open. No need to type py manage.py run server. Okay, na? Now I'm copying this line and I'm keeping in the session browser, and I'm typing the index.html. Okay. No, sir, I don't want to type like this. When enter like this, it should come the index.html by default. Now, how you are going to create like that? Coming to the, so every request is sent to urls.py only, no? So edit with IDLE. Now remove index.html. That's it. Instead of writing, removing is very easy, right? Now enter. Got it? I didn't enter the index.html. Okay, na? So I just entered the IP address with the port number. That's it. Okay, na? By default, the page is what? Index.html is the by default page. Now here from kitchen and 1, 2, 3, I'm going to enter. I'm going to log in. After the successful login, so here what it is asking, no such table. What is the table? Django table is not available. So Django table, this is it is an application is already given by the Django, right? Where we can find the application, the default application in the settings.py. In the settings.py already some applications are there. Here you can see session. Here you can see admin. Okay. So what we have created only the users. So what is the message? So there is no such file django-admin, django-session. So for that, what we need to do is we need to open command prompt. Like so, here I don't want to run the project. Okay, now I want to create. For that, py manage.py. Okay, make migrations. Make migrations. Next, py manage.py migrate. Done. Migrate. Sorry, what is this migrate? What is this migrate? Migration. What is the migration? I'm sorry. Changing the place. Okay. Here also, this is the Django code. This is the Python code. Okay, now. And which code the database you understand? Which language the database understand? SQL. Structured query language. Only the understood by the databases. But this is the Python code, which is not understood by the database. For that, what we are going to do is, I am migrating the Python code, migrating the Python lines to the database queries. Okay, na? So that is the reason we are migrating. So if you are using the models classes, for that the migration will be useful. Okay, na? Now why you are using, sir? Now we are not at all using any models. Then why you are using? We are using some inbuilt predefined application. For that I am migrating. Now it will be available. So just now what was the message? No such table, Django. But now the table will be there. Okay, you can see here. Okay, we closed, right? Okay, there is no servers. Server is not running. Now, okay, fine. Now you can log in. Yes, you can log in. Because of the session, we have used the migration. Okay, got it. But not displaying. If I want to display, I need to use session, right? So what is the session value here? Where is the page? What is the page which you are displaying? What is the page name? What is the page name? User home.html is the page. Okay. Here, what I'm going to do is just I'm using like session dot request dot session, right? Request dot session of user converting the wait now. I have assigned the user to the session value user, u to the user. Now here I am getting the session value here equals dot session of user. Now I want to display. Okay, and where is Teja? 1, 2, 3. This is the welcome to Teja. But the page name is what, ma? Page name only one page I have created. That is user home.html. Okay, now I have not created for the Kishan user home HTML and the Teja user home.html. Okay, now so only one page act like different pages, like nothing but different accounts. Based section. It is based on session. Okay, if any person want to register, take an account and you can log in. Only one page is created, user home page. So this is the something about the session. Got it? So welcome to user home and welcome to something Teja. This is the Teja's account. So now based on this name, we have to create all the operations based on the username, which is keep in the session. Whatever the value we have keep in the session, using that session value, we have to create all the operations. Okay. For example, in this user home.html, I'm going to copy this user home.html. I'm going to copy the like admin.html contents. Now it is okay. This is the user home. We need to change here. What we need to change? So I don't want these lines. Okay. I don't want these lines. User home. Notepad. Here. No need of these lines. Instead of what happened? Automatically it's closing. Open with Notepad. Want to delete this content. We will do one thing. We'll create. Okay. Copy. And here I don't want the home. Okay. You can see. Okay. Here, what I want to do is, in this application, I want to view my profile. View profile. When I click the view profile, it should go to view. It should match the view profile, and this request is moving to logout and user.html page. Every request is sent to now view profile and the logout. When I click the logout, it is a user login page, and when I log in, it is moving to the user home.html. This is the user home page, and here I want to display the respected username. Logged username. I want to display here. I want to display. Okay, request dot session dot. What is the session value? User. This is what I want to display there. Got it? So my home, the user logged username. Welcome to username. Welcome to username. If you want to give color, you can. Sorry, no need to mention username, right? We are trying to display username only. Welcome to, that's it. Okay, welcome to Kishan, and if you want to log in as Teja, now Teja's account page is going to open now. This is the Teja. Got it? Okay. So now what is my intention is I want to display profile. Display my profile. View profile. When I click the view profile, the request is checking in where? Checking in urls.py page. urls.py page, which is available in the project. Coming to the urls.py page. Here, I'm going to open with edit with the IDLE. Okay. Here I'm writing the path. With the path name, view profile. Okay. Now it should enter for the view profile page. From here, the request is again moving to views, users, views. Edit with IDLE. What is the view, ma? What is the view name? DEF view profile. Didn't save the view profile. V capital or small? Capital only. View profile. This is the view profile. Request. Okay. Here again need to connect to the first request dot session of user. Need to connect. We'll copy from other. Edit with IDLE. The play. View profile. First of all, whose profile you want? Whose profile you want? User. Okay. This user, I'm going to convert is request dot session of what is the session value? User. Okay. Now user is a logged in username, and here where what is the table name? Student table. Select start from student, where the username equal to user. Is it correct? User is what? Is the user. Okay. Now fetch all the records, or fetch one record only. That's fine. No, fetch one record. Only one record. And what are the field names? ID, name, which you want to display on view profile page. Email you want to display, and name, email, mobile, address. That's it. This is what I want to display on the web browser. Now tell me, ID, okay, name, email, mobile, address. That's it. You know, column. I don't want the table remaining content. I'm going to delete the remaining content. Yes, where I want to display this content. I'm adding this string data. This string data to data context again, following to view profile page. View profile page. This view profile should be created in the users. This is the view profile I'm going to create in the users.html page. So here I want to display the view profile. When I click the user, it should display here. So notepad, and the view profile content. So where you want to display? What happened? Users, now go to the banks. There's an international problem. Con is the problem. Now you can copy, try to reload. Okay, done. And you just refresh this line. It is loading. Unknown voluntary portal. Sorry. What is the database name? Aurora. Student table. That's fine. Substick. What happened now? Invalid filter data. Context variable data only. So this is the view profile. View profile and my profile. Okay, whose profile it is? My profile. Now this is whose profile? But the page is same for all users. Okay, now it is common for all users because of the session. The account will be showing differently. Okay, now the page is same. View profile pages, the view profile. Okay, but when I log in with the user page, now this page becomes the Tejas account. Okay, now when I click the view profile, now this is the profile of the page. Okay, so this is can I write down now? Note down, everyone, note down.